Hello everyone, my name is Analyticalplum and welcome back to my channel. This video is definitely for the book lovers. So for today's video, we are going to be reacting to the trailer of We Were Liars. And I do have a bit of something to confess. Please don't hate me. But I wasn't a big fan of this book. I know, I'm so sorry. Just for those of you who haven't read the books, I'm not going to go into the spoilers of the whole premise of it because it will completely ruin everything. For those who have read it, the thing that happens or is more so revealed, no, I was just like, ugh. I started rolling my eyes, I'm not gonna lie. I think I put my iPad down for a good solid 10 minutes and just stared at the ceiling like, seriously? I don't know why. Usually I'm a massive fan of that sort of thing happening. I don't know how to go about without spoiling it. Usually I'm a big fan of that. And it didn't really happen in this case. But this is a series rather than a book, so I'm hoping that this is going to be different. But before we begin reacting to the trailer for We Were Liars, I would love if you would consider subscribing. I do post twice every single week, but don't hold me to that. And if you do love my reaction videos and you're also very intrigued into this book series, I would love if you would leave a like. It does help me out a ton. And without further ado, let's see if this trailer is going to make me want to watch the series. Just a really quick warning, I might pause the trailers at some point just because I like to discuss things when I see them. Otherwise, I'll completely forget about them. And I know a lot of people don't really like that. So this is your warning. This is something that I have to do. Otherwise, I'll just completely forget everything.
My name is Cadence Sinclair Eastman. Yes, we are those Sinclairs. Some people call us American royalty.
I feel I've known you all my life.
We live, at least in the summer, on Beechwood Island.
Do you know what? I have not been keeping up to date with this series, and I had no idea there was going to be so many recognizable people in this. That's honestly shocked me. I don't know why.
I know your marks, your every line.
Rich
We
people.
were happy. We wanted for nothing.
I just hope we don't run out of time.
But something terrible happened last summer, and I have no memory of what or who hurt me.
She's hoping that being here will jog her memory.
The last thing I remembered from summer 16 was you.
Watch yourself or you get hurt.
Remember who you are.
See, it's been a while since I did read the book, so my knowledge isn't completely up to date with it, but I do remember the basic, how would you call it, skeleton of it, and this already does seem to want to drag me back into it. I am intrigued, I will admit to that. I have been defeated. I'm just hoping that with the reveal that they could do it just a bit better than they did in the books, and it does seem like it could be a possibility.
I really think sometimes there's something that I'm missing.
I have always believed that women are entitled to our secrets.
I need to see if all the lies lead to me on that beach, alone.
Oh.
God invisible.
I have a feeling that all of this is going to be so much more intense than it did in the books, because obviously we were following the narrative of the main character, so it didn't really reveal too much of an insight into the other characters and the different events. So I wonder if they're going to do something like that for this. Kind of like with other adaptations, like recently The Last of Us, they've been adding a few extra bits just to flesh out the story a bit. But I'm just hoping that it's better than the book, basically.
You cannot tell anyone. Do you understand me?
No.
Every fable ends happily. Some stories have no hero at all.
I'll be someone no one
Sometimes
knows, no one knows.
the castle crumbles.
Just a little bit.
really think sometimes there's
June. That is so soon. Okay, I wasn't expecting that. So that was my reaction to the trailer of We Were Liars. I am definitely feeling a lot more optimistic. As I said many times, I was very apprehensive about this being adapted. The feeling of disappointment that I had reading the ending of the book, I was just like, oh, really? I don't really know specifically what made me feel like that. I don't know. Maybe I need to reread it and I'll flow back into it properly. But I'm really hoping that with this series, everything will be fleshed out a bit more. So far, it does look really good. If this is something that you want to see me react to, I'm definitely going to give a double thumbs up to doing that. I'm intrigued. I don't know, maybe it would change my whole opinions on the We Were Liars-ness. So based on what I remember from the book, all of the characters looked quite what I imagined them being. I liked how they introduced the rich aspects and the family dynamics and the whole secretiveness between the adults, because that definitely plays a big massive part. I really do wonder how they're going to go about doing this, as with the trailer it didn't actually reveal too much, which I'm a big fan of actually. And I mean that in terms of, if I remember correctly, there were a few sort of flashback moments and reveals that were done in a very particular way. I'm really trying hard not to spoil anything, but I'm hoping you're getting the gist of what I'm saying. But I think maybe that this is going to be one of those times where it's going to be easier adapting it, because I always say on content on my channel that it's really hard to adapt things, especially from book to series. Like A Good Girl's Guide to Murder, there's going to be things that's going to have to be changed or things that are going to be cut, because that's just the nature of adapting things. So with that, I feel like this may actually be the one where it would benefit from this series. But I don't know, I'm quite excited to find out. I would absolutely love if you would comment down below what your opinions on this series is. Please, as much as you can, no spoilers for those who haven't seen it. I'm interested in seeing how others feel about it. Also, if you're a fan of the book, and if you weren't a fan of the book, how do you feel about this series? And also if you do want me to react to this. But that will be it from me today. I'm actually quite excited for this series. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see all of you in my next one.